Hello, and welcome back. Welcome back to Modded Inc. It is episode 9, and today, I don't really have an in between the episodes segment for you, and two, we are gonna make a slime farm. Yes, I know. And the reason why I'm excited, I mean, you'd assume that, oh, okay, fine, sure, whatever. You're gonna make a slime farm, you're gonna dig out like huge holes and make those stupid iron golem thingies. No. We're in modern Minecraft. Of course, I'm not gonna make a slime farm doing that normal stuff. No, we're gonna make slime farms using create mod. That is right, we are gonna use create mod to make a slime farm. Boy, am I excited for this one. Right, now what are we gonna use to make, you ask? Well, what we're gonna use is this millstone. Let me show you a specific recipe which is gonna help us do that. Now, when you put wheat inside of a millstone, it gives out wheat flour. Now you're like, okay, cool, fine, whatever. What about that? Well, when you add water to wheat flour or you use the bulk washing, I showed this stuff yesterday, if you remember. Now, you get dough. Okay, so far so good. And then you can use the dough with lime dye to get slime balls. So that is the game plan. We are gonna make all of that, and obviously we do not really have any issues getting the lime dye because look at these 912 sea pickles. You smelt sea pickles, you get the lime dye. So basically, yeah, we have like an infinite source of that. We also have an infinite source of wheat, by the way. So all I would need to do is probably I'll make a few, botany hopper things, two of them to be specific, over there on our create factory, and then they can keep on outputting the wheat that is required and the lime dye that is required, and then we can basically automate the whole process of making a slime factory, but also making it a factory, not a farm. A factory, that's right. So let's get started on that, shall we? Aha, so the first thing that we need is the 1x1 jungle drawer for the sea pickles and the 1x2 jungle drawer for the wheat. The next thing that we shall require are conveyor belts. Conveyor belts are what they do basically. You get a mechanical belt, and if I ponder over here, you can see they move items around. Basically, when you have the rotational forces going, you have the items moving around. Let's put up the core concept related stuff. I have not made these things before. This is my very first time as well, so there will be mistakes. It is also kind of a process for me as well, a learning process, if you will. So bear with me. Let's say this is the conveyor belt. Okay, we will require things to be outputted here. So that would mean that I would basically require a chute, not here, but one above it. There you go. This is where it should be. This will basically throw it down over here. Okay, so let's say that the millstone would be on top here, right? Yes, perfect. So the millstone would be on top here, and then on top of that we would have to add this, and then there would be a jungle drawer here on top of which as well, by the way. I will have to, oh my god, this is gonna go much taller than I assumed. Let's see. A hopper Botany pot. Actually, no, not this one, sorry. But this one instead. Lovely. So this might get filled up with wheat seeds if I lock it with only wheat inside here. Interesting. Maybe the answer to that is a smart chute, because a smart chute can have a filter. What to extract or transfer? That makes sense. So only those things would get transferred. I see. So let me actually, instead of a chute, make ourselves a smart chute. Now what do we need for that? No, not ponder. Ooh, electron tubes and brass sheet. For that we need brass ingots. How do we get brass? Hello? Oh, okay. We gotta mix stuff to make that. Okay, so if I want to make the smarter chute, we will have to make a lot of other stuff first. What is a blaze burner? And how do we get it? We would require an empty blaze burner, which we can create. So that should be fine. Okay. And then for some reason, using a mysterious conversion. Now I don't. What? What? What in the hell? What does that mean? What does a mysterious conversion mean? Like, how do you convert it? What? If you're not gonna tell me, then that is just weird. But that is what will have to be used clearly, because you can't put up the normal one. I mean, to be fair, what is the worst that can happen? Let's find out. So this will go inside here, which would then get shooted down into the mill, which would then throw it down over here, which is supposed to be a conveyor belt. So it would go down here, let's say, and then it starts moving. Now that is the dough, which would go ahead. The other thing that we would require, let us make another conveyor belt, if we will, and then at some point we will combine them. So that is one, or maybe we make it coming from the other side. Think about it. That would be better. Like, say the typical lime dye thingy comes this way, and then the dough from here comes this way, and then at one place, before both of them can meet, we can change it. Like, we can change the conveyor belts this way and from here to here, and then add them. Oh, vertical logistics. Okay, I think the chute has just gotten used, it seems like. Okay, it has wheat inside. Why is it not working? Because obviously it wouldn't work. That makes sense. I mean, for now we could make it manual, of course. There is no problem with that. But just get both the things deposited inside of a chest. So let's get this one around here. This is where it will stop. And the other one will come around here. And then they can end up going inside of a chest here, right? So let's keep the chest here. Lovely. So this chute will add chest inside. This chute will make sure the stuff goes inside the chest. I have not thought this through. Obviously, I'm doing it on the go because this is the first time for me as well, and this is like a fun project. Like, I kind of know the core concept here. It's just a matter of how would I execute it. Well, as of right now, what we have is we can get the wheat flour, if you will, inside here, and then we can get the lime dye inside here, which would then probably need to have their own washing and the washing on this side and the smelting on this side, sort of a thing, which would then give us two of the final products, which would then need to be made into a singular slime ball. Cool. So we have this, which would then go and drop here. So we would end up getting sea pickles. Sea pickles then could probably get smelted. So if I make it low enough, right, it would stay here for a good enough time. Interesting. I think that actually just might work out. Like, if the conveyor belt is incredibly slow, and if I put like 3 places where it can get smelted at once, I think it remains in a constant state of smelting or washing, whichever way, you know. And then it would give us a final product. Right, that it's like a switch just flipped in my mind, if you will. Now we will need 2 shafts at the ends, in between which the mechanical belt goes. So for example, if I place a shaft here, if I place a shaft here, 1, 2. Help drive indeed. We don't need this even now. Then this, and 1, 2. And then that would go inside here. Now before that happens, we would need, I think 3 of them as well. Yeah. You can have the washing happening over here. So if I could jump over, that would be nice. Thank you. Nice. And then we go one behind. Lovely. Excellent. And then I would require 3 pressure plates here. 1, 2, 3. Make sure that the water doesn't go ahead. Actually, we'll have to go two behind. No, the water would be here, the fan would be ahead. So right, that makes sense. So we will require to go two behind. That is cool. That's the wrong placement. Three. Let's add this and then voila. Excellent. So the three fans will go here and the water will go here, and then this will stop it from happening, and then the moment this comes out it will be blowing air, so the water will basically be getting held here, and similarly we will have hot air coming over here. We'll again require three of these. 1 2 3. Lovely. We'll go 1 2 3. And then we have the fire over here, the blowers over here, so that would mean this. Excellent. Lovely. Nice. That is great. Oh, look at that. We already have sea pickles over here. That is 1 2 and 3. Perfect. 1 2 3. Perfect. So that is the second set of fans as well that are ready. So 1 and 2. That's 1 and that's 2. Lovely. Aha, 3 buckets of lava. So that is 1 2 3. And then the fan would turn on. Now the thing is, I would require a little bit of protection over here so that we do not end up, burning ourselves. This one doesn't really require it, but we will add it just for the symmetry. Now, to test if all of this works even or not. Okay, so all three of them would be working here, it looks like. Let's test it out. Let's see. Okay, they're all working in different directions as it turns out. And only one of them is really working, if you will. Wouldn't you know it, that it wouldn't work in this? Yep, the two of them are actually getting pulled in the wrong direction. It seems I'll have to change that. Let me ponder over this for a little bit. So a little bit of pondering later, we kind of have the thing working, but sadly, it's still giving us wheat flour. We got a little bit of dough because the machine had stopped working for a little bit, so it ended up doing this. But the other two fans not working is a genuine issue, which basically means I have to, no matter what, get these fans working. Now that's an issue because if I use only this singular one, then there is no ways that can happen, because that's how gears work, of course. So if I place another cogwheel here, it will be in the opposite direction. It would always do that. What if I use this here? I don't see a way I can do this. Except I think, wait a second, maybe I have just figured it out. Maybe indeed. And then I'll have to make one more cogwheel. That is fine. Go. How about that? Does this work? It does. So now we have two of them. Let's see if it works. Okay. So that is one. Just getting done. Yeah, the two of them doesn't work. Well, that was apparently easy. I actually got it done. I don't know how any of this is working, but it's working, and that's what matters. Keep the magnet off, remove these stupid wheat seeds, get the wheat inside. Let's see if this works. With the three of them, at least I hope it should. Like, let's see. Alright, so we have a wheat flour still. Come on. Veto. Yes! It works. Ho 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 ho. we actually get wheat dough now instead of the flour, and I couldn't be happier. Which basically means, of course, this should also work. Now I just have to replicate this system over there. So let me do that, and I will be back. Aha, a little while later. Look at that. We have two functioning items. Now I say function, it's kind of semi-functioning because we don't have a smart chute yet. I will gladly make that as well, but oh my god, it actually works. Can you believe that? This is my first ever try. I have not seen tutorials and stuff as well, obviously, do not you worry. But look at that. I mean, it is obvious that I have not seen tutorials because there is definitely an easier way of doing this, but we got it done. We have actually got it to work. Look at that. We have lime dye coming in, and whenever the smart filter gets in, we have wheat dough coming in. And now with these two, all I need to do is we have to add a little bit of a mechanical, crafter thingy, and we are golden. How about that, eh? Well, that is basically our slime factory, if you will. I know it doesn't exactly produce the slime yet. It will. So let me first, however... Well, actually, I can't even do that now, can I? Because I checked and I don't know how to make the blaze burner because it just literally doesn't tell you. So I will definitely have to Google that if I want to make that, because that is very, very important in order for me to be able to make, like, to use the mechanical mixer. Like, we can make this. The whisk is fine. The mechanical mixer as well is fine. We can make that. That's fine. It is actually about getting also this weird stuff, like what in the world is sandpaper and stuff, like what, like you have to get rose quartz, which is still fine, doable, but then you have to use sandpaper to make. Now how do we get sandpaper? You get sand and paper. Well, I guess that was stupid of me for asking, of course. But the iron sheet is also fine, so we can make the electron tube, can we? Wait, no, but we can't make the brass, right? That was the problem with it. We would have to mix this thing on top of a heated blaze burner only. Now, if only there was an alternative to that, I would have been happy, but sadly, it doesn't look like there is. Maybe as it turns out, I don't need to Google it, because if you ponder over here, it just says right-click a blaze with the empty burner to capture it. So now I do have this. Interesting. What do we need to feed it though? We have to give it burnable items. Okay, that is cool, that is also fine. But since we have a lot of blaze spawn eggs, we can definitely use one of them. Oh, well, there we go. Okay, that was easy. I didn't even need to Google it because literally I just went and tried to ponder this stuff. Okay, fine, that was my bad. I'm a bit stupid. Instead of just, right clicking to see the recipe, I should have probably seen like the ponder thing using the empty blaze burners. Now, okay, that was my bad. I'm not gonna lie. I admit it. That was a bit stupid on my end. But hey, we have the blaze burner now, so that is lovely. We feed it the logs, which is excellent, and we put in the zinc and copper. And now, oh, it's not rotating with enough speed. So I might require a larger one, then is what you're telling me. Or maybe I can use the hand crank, but how would I use the hand crank is a question. Oh, I think I know how. If I add the vertical gearbox here, we remove this. Where is my hand crank? There you go. Let's see. Would that work then? Is it? It was working. Maybe. Let's see. Let's feed the blaze, shall we? Yes. How about now? Oh, it's working. Okay, that was stupid. I didn't even need to do all that. There we go, mixing it up. We have mixed it up, it seems. Aha! Look at that. The real alloys are here, apparently. Brass is the real alloy, it seems. That is fine, that is fine. That, and it should... Bonk. Well, now technically I only need the one brass sheet, so we will make only the one brass sheet. There we go. That's one. That's two. That's three. That's what we needed. So that is a smart shoot. How about that? This is gonna help me a lot. Now we remove this one and we put in the smart one, for which I will also have to add a filter. Oh shit. We put that away, throw that away, thank you. Right. There you go. That's the filter. We put that in. And now literally only the wheat will come in. And that is it. That is the stuff we needed to make a successful running factory, if you will. Now all I need to do is get one of the, where did it go? The crafter thingies. Yeah, the mechanical crafter. I mean, technically we could make the, where did it go? The mechanical crafter, to be honest, because we have brass. We can also make electronic these things, like, see? Like I could just make, there you go. We have the electron tubes. We have brass casing as well. That shouldn't be an issue, right? Because we have 5 brass. We don't even need that much. Let me put these away. Let me get one. Actually, you know what? Let me just do that. I was gonna end the episode here, but we might as well. There you go. We're in the brass age. Now, let's see. Mechanical crafter requires a crafting table. Well, that is also fine. Voila! That's a mechanical crafter now. So basically, what would need to be done is, I would basically need to put in 2 crafters, which currently seem to be facing the wrong way. Let me change it. There you go. I place the lime dye here, I put this here, and then there you go. Look at that. That would work. Now all I would need to do is automate it, and voila, we have a fully automated, slime farm. Like, that's how easy it was. I mean, I say easy it was because we were able to make it. There was a time when I was like, will I not? But we did. Engineer we are, with those lovely engineering goggles. Of course I couldn't fail those goggles. Of course I make the thing, but we are out of time. So I will set up this automation process as well very soon. But till then, I shall see you in the next one. I hope you did have fun. If you did, do leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, yada yada yada. You get the drill. And I'll see you in the next one then. Bye bye.